Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show you some cards. I'm going to show you some cards that I picked up at a card show over the weekend. I'm also going to show you a card that I got through the mail, kind of at a very weird coincidence. But first, I want to tell you a quick little story about a couple guys that collect cards. And they're brothers, and their name is Maddox and Austin. And what reminded me to do a story, kind of a story about them, is I saw them on Sunday morning as I went to pick up breakfast to go at our local restaurant. And their parents were down there, and they were down there, and of course they were very good manners and that kind of stuff. And it reminded me that of a Facebook post that their mother had made about a month ago. See, in this Facebook post, it had a picture of their grandpa sitting at a table with those two, and they were trading cards. And, somebody wrote, "Oh, I hope he's not trading away our inheritance," that kind of stuff. But I just think that is neat. One, Austin and Maddox have some great parents, and their parents are also big sports fans. Matter of fact, Megan has worked with the Kansas City Royals. She worked for them for a while in the Missouri Tigers, so they get to grow up and hear some of the stories she might get to tell. But also, what's kind of neat is their grandparents on both sides of the family here live in town by them, and both sets of grandparents they're in good health and they're sports fans. And I can only imagine their grandpa when he was trading cards, the stories and the information that he was giving to them and they would take in from whatever stories he was telling. Now I'm sure he let them take advantage of him doing some deals and stuff. He would have taken advantage of me if if I was sitting there. But it was really neat to see them, and I'm glad because I want to give them a shout out because I'm pretty confident that they watch the show, and I love to see it when there's younger kids looking at baseball cards. It's not a dying hobby. It is a thriving hobby right now. So I'm going to turn this phone around and show you some stuff that I picked up. So I went to, and it wasn't a local show. It was in our state capital, which is Jefferson City, Missouri. There you go. You get a history lesson there. But in the state capital, there was a dealer there that doesn't set up a lot. He used to, I know, but he brings some really good stuff, and that fits me. And he sells out the last two shows he set up. He sells out of all the cards that he brings. But here's a Dave Concepcion rookie. Now I have this one, but it wasn't in that good a shape. Here's a Willie McCovey. I had this one as well, but definitely not in this good a shape. That's a nice looking card. And the same dealer, I bought this card right here. I'm not a huge fan of Early Win, but I have a few in this run, and I got that at a reasonable price. Now another dealer that was there, I found out just lives about 20 minutes from me, and he's a coach in a neighboring town. And he had these 52 Wheaties there. Let me give you a little closer look. It's a Phil Rizzuto in a SGC 4. George Kell in an SGC 5. He also had this Yogi Berra in a 6. Now these 52 Wheaties, they're pretty neat cards. They're not rare or anything. I like the look of them. Now there's another dealer that was there that he's been a dealer for a long time, and he deals in memorabilia, and he's got all kinds of stuff. And I decided I like the way these look, and I had a few of them that I'd picked up in a collection, and so I'm adding to that. Monty Irvin autograph. Bob Feller auto. And last but not least, Stan Musial. So a card that came to me in the mail recently, I bought it off of eBay to almost try to finish this Brooks Robinson run. And this came to my, I opened this up the day that Brooks Robinson died. Now listen, if you're a young person watching this, or if you want to share some knowledge with some kids, look up Brooks Robinson. Look up how great a player he was, and some of the stories that are coming out. He's more than just a baseball player. He's a really good human being. And so, again, a shout out to Maddox in Austin. And guys, remember, it's just a hobby. Collect what you like.